Hi, folks. This is Don Meissner with the North Country Fishing Report. Well, obviously, probably the most important thing that has happened to this area in fishing, and no, it's not necessarily the tournaments. It is the tropical storm, hurricane, whatever you want to call it, that just hit our area. And we're all aware. I think every one of us were affected in one way or the other. But let's take it to maybe not quite as important a thing as some of the losses we had with our property and our homes. But how did it affect the fish? People ask me this. I've had people calling me since then and saying, how can the fish survive something like this? And what is it going to do to the fishing? And you know, I don't have the answers to some of these questions because there's a lot of ramifications to all this. But fish are survivors. I mean, they adapt to things. They have new food sources that they find that allows them to survive. All this is really critical, and they're gonna adapt to these high water conditions. They're stronger than we might think. I've said in another report one time, I'm fascinated to watch fish chase my lure. When I'm fishing in the tributaries and the water's clear and I can see what's happening, the speed and the power that they can exhibit in coming after the lure. They've got to have a tremendous amount of athleticism and strength to be able to do what they do, to go at those speeds. And the same thing is they can resist this higher water more than we think. They're going to find areas where they feel more protected. I mean, we're going to lose some. I know that some are washed into other areas that will dry up quickly, and they'll be stranded in these other pockets. But I think all will be well. I think every single one of our waters, as it goes down, there'll be great populations of fish that still live there. But these questions, these wonders that people have, and they call me and saying, can these fish survive? Yeah, they will. But things will never be quite the same again. They won't, because with all that water and all that speed and power that is coming from that current, it's washing all kinds of stuff down. And as that stuff is washed down, what do I mean by stuff? I mean boulders. I'm talking about trees, actually trees that broke off and are washed down by that current. They're going to form a new type of habitat in whatever area they end up. And so the river may not look the same to us and to the fish that live there. Oh my goodness, it's changed dramatically. They got new homes now. They got to find new homes. So they'll find new areas where it's most attractive and advantageous for them. But also the bait. The bait is going to swarm and go into different places as well because their world has changed. And like always, fish adapt, and they will adapt to it. But things will never be quite the same. Until next time, folks, this is Don Meissner with the North Country Fishing Report.